Good evening. Tonight, we are tracking a significant political shift coming out of the heartland, a story with major implications for the state of Iowa and its people. For years, one party held a powerful grip on the state's legislature, allowing them to pass laws with little to no resistance from the other side. This week, that reality has fundamentally changed. The Republican Party's supermajority in the Iowa Senate has been broken. This is not just a minor adjustment in numbers, it represents a seismic event in the state's political landscape, one that was sealed by a single, closely watched special election. The balance of power has been altered, and a new chapter in Iowa's governance is about to begin. This monumental change was confirmed in the quiet suburbs of Des Moines, where voters went to the polls in a special election that drew national attention. The results delivered a surprising victory for the Democratic Party, a win that echoed far beyond the boundaries of the district itself. It was the culmination of a focused and energetic campaign that successfully tapped into the concerns of local voters. This outcome sends a clear message that the political winds in Iowa may be shifting. The person at the center of this political earthquake is Catelin Drey, the newly elected Democratic state senator. Her victory in Senate District 22 was the critical win that tipped the scales and broke the Republican supermajority. Drey, a former teacher and a well-known community advocate, ran a campaign that focused intently on local issues that resonate deeply with families in her district. Strengthening public schools, ensuring access to affordable health care, addressing the rising cost of living. Her message was simple, direct, centered on the practical needs of the people she hoped to represent. That strategy clearly connected with voters on a personal level. Drey's campaign was a model of grassroots organizing and tireless effort. She and her team of volunteers spent months knocking on doors, making phone calls, holding small community events to listen to the concerns of residents. This hands-on approach allowed her to build a strong personal connection with the electorate. To understand the full importance of this election, we first need to understand what a supermajority is. In politics, a simple majority means having more than half the votes, for example, 26 out of 50 senators. A supermajority, however, is a much higher threshold. In the Iowa Senate. It means one party holds at least 2/3 of the seats, or 34 out of 50. Before this election, the Republican Party held exactly 34 seats. This gave them immense power. A supermajority allows the controlling party to make certain major decisions without needing a single vote from the minority party, effectively silencing any opposition on key procedural matters. 2/3 control is especially important for specific legislative actions. Override a governor's veto, approve constitutional amendments, fast-track certain types of legislation without the usual debate or committee processes. In essence, a supermajority transforms the minority party from a group of opponents into a group of spectators. The most immediate change in Iowa politics will be the new dynamic inside the state Senate. With the supermajority gone, the Republican leadership can no longer assume that their agenda will sail through without resistance. Big, controversial proposals, especially those that Democrats are united against, will now face a much tougher path to becoming law. For example, if the legislature passes a bill that the governor vetoes, Republicans will no longer have the automatic power to override that veto on their own. They'll need to find common ground with at least one Democrat, which honestly fundamentally alters the negotiation process on every major piece of legislation. This shift will likely have a significant impact on key policy areas, issues like public education funding, environmental regulations, changes to the tax code. Looking forward, both parties in Iowa must now adapt to this new political reality. For Republicans, the loss of the supermajority will require a strategic adjustment. They can no longer rely on party-line votes for every major initiative. Their leaders will need to decide when to compromise with Democrats to get things done, when to hold firm on their core principles. This may create internal divisions within the party between pragmatists who are willing to negotiate, and hardliners who are not. For Democrats, this victory is a major morale boost and a strategic opportunity. It demonstrates that their participation matters, and that even a single special election can have a profound impact on the direction of the state. This is a developing story and one we will continue to follow closely. The political ground has moved, and with it, the possibilities for what comes next in the Hawkeye State have expanded significantly.